What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hallelujah. It is the Lord's day. He has laid it upon us to be here for another day. Let us rejoice and be glad in his presence. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're muted. There you go. Baby sis is muted, though. Baby sis and Sir Neale is muted. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Real Queens Real Talk with your host, all of us. I'm your host, Auntie Momo, and I'm going to let the family introduce themselves tonight. We got Tracy trying to get it together in the back. You know, StreamYard been acting real funny because it was acting funny with me last night, so y'all forgive us. We going to get it together. But who do I have over here? I'm going to start over here and let my baby introduce himself first, and then we going to go on there from there. Who I got on the panel with me tonight?
Hey, your bro, Sir Neale Hurston Bih.
Sir Neale Hurston Bih. Okay, and then who else we got down over there?
Hey, what's up, Mr. 14? You know, Mizzle here, your favorite best friend and cousin over here. What's up, y'all?
You say your baby best friend and cousin. Okay, don't you already know? And then who is that down there? That's one of my babies. Let me take this off her face right there so y'all can really see her.
Everybody's favorite baby sister, Alky Queen. How y'all doing?
Alky Queen. Yeah. What's going on? Yeah. Shout out to the 12 folk we got in the building. As you're coming in, make sure that you are giving us a thumbs up, you're sharing us out, and all that good stuff. Okay. What we drinking on tonight before we? I'm sorry, what were you saying, baby Ron?
No, I was saying subscribe. Something? Everybody subscribe to Auntie Mama.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Before we get into it, y'all already know what y'all drinking on tonight. I got a little bit of, what is this? The down south peach or the southern peach Jack Daniels in my little unicorn cup tonight.
Well, I got Old Smoky.
You got what, baby sis?
Old Smoky moonshine. This is kind of like what I had on Friday, but this is apple pie ginger. It's not that good.
She be fancy with her drink. She be fancy.
She be staying real stuck up with it. I ain't even mad at you.
I didn't care for this, but I got to drink it because I paid $14 for it. So no, I could taste the ginger, and I don't really care for ginger.
Ginger is good for you, though.
It is good for you.
I love it.
But it's not good for my taste buds.
Liver Light say he just drinking water with his dinner. Armani drinking a little V8 juice, real fancy with it.
Fruit juice.
What is Mizzle drinking? What you got, Mizzle? In your
What you're not finna ask?
Yeah, I'm drinking some juice concoction. So it's
a concoction.
Oh, look, I'm about to mix this with some of my fruit punch, Hawaiian punch, and see if it'll balance out this nastiness. So,
Tracy, what up, though?
Tracy, what up, though, sis?
I just want you to know that I'm always having trouble right around this time because I'm dating a psychopath and this is his lunch break. So, he'll video call me 19,000 times until I pick up the phone. So I'm like, you know what? Fine. What do you need? Okay, great. Got it. Fine. I'll take that out. I'll do whatever.
You best answer when he called. Otherwise, it's going to be a whole ass problem.
Another bullet?
That joker, he will video call me like 19,000 times. No, this is not the same one. He's actually in jail for life.
What?
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
You're missing.
I had him shoot at me. We were together at the time. He shot at me. Him. Yeah. I knew that.
As he should be in jail. Thank you, Opulence. I had to keep that up on the screen before I forget. Thank you so much, Opulence. I appreciate you. This past Saturday, I did my first episode of Catch Up with a Catfish, and it went really, really, really good, y'all. Thank you to everybody that was able to join in. I'll be doing it again this Saturday, every Saturday, 1 p.m. Central time for me, whatever the time goes for y'all, just figure that out. I ain't good with Central Standard, Eastern, Pacific, and all of that, but it's 1 p.m. Central time on Saturday. Next Saturday, I will be interviewing Mikey from the episode Joey and Mike. Yes, I'll be interviewing Mikey. I've got some good ones lined up for you guys for the next few weeks, so make sure that you are here to see Catch Up with a Catfish. And if you missed this last one that I did on Saturday, I did an interview with Onyx. He was the guy who was actually being catfished from the season finale last week. So Mikey is the guy who actually did the catfishing. He's the guy who actually was a catfish on his episode. So we'll be catching up with him. He'll be spilling some tea and all that. So make sure you guys are here for that. So thank you so much, Opulence. I appreciate that.
Oh, so it's 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, 12 Mountain, 11 Pacific. Here you go.
Thank you. That's why you need the executive couch producer, because she comes through with all that smart shit that I ain't got time to figure out, or I ain't got time to be trying to figure and think about what it is. Thank you, Tracy, so much. Thank you. Thank you, Joyce. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you for coming through. That's why you a mod. I mean, you should have already been a mod. Duh. But I was thinking when I was going back looking at some stuff, I was, looking at a replay. I'm like, there's so many people in here that should have already been mods. Why I have not modded them up, I don't know. But thank y'all. I appreciate that for that so much. Look here, y'all. We got a quick show for you guys tonight, because tonight after this, we will be going over to Mizzle's Discord, where we will be watching 2 episodes tonight. We're going to be watching, I believe this to be the season finale of Jocelyn's Cabaret Las Vegas. And then right after that, we'll be watching Bad Boys Club. Okay. This is going to be going down on Mizzle's Discord. If you are not a part of his Discord, make sure, I'm going to show it to you guys now. I was going to show it to you at the end of this live stream. But not only make sure that you are following a part of his Discord, also make sure you're following him on Twitter as well as IG and the YouTube as well. Okay. But again, we're going to try to make this short and sweet if we can. We don't have a whole lot lined up for you guys tonight. Let me pull it up. Why my ass is just now pulling this up. This should have already been up, Monique. I'm sorry, it's coming up right now. But while I'm pulling this up, how's everybody's Sunday been? How's everybody's weekend been going so far? Everybody's weekend been going good?
Been good.
It's been going good already. All right. This is what we're going to talk about, y'all, just real quick. Jussie's out of jail already. How is that nigga out of jail already?
Money.
Okay. Martha Stewart did her time like a G. This nigga sitting up here crying. But anyways, we're going to talk about that. Young Thug's baby mama, she was slain over a damn bowling ball. We're going to talk about that real quick, as well as a prison nurse is accused of assaulting over 27 women. He is supposed to be in there looking over the women that are in police custody. and you are here assaulting women. Anyways, we're going to talk about that. A Black female student in London was strip searched while she was on her cycle. The family felt like it was racially motivated. We're going to wrap it up talking about Joseline's Cabaret reunion. There was so much drama that has been going on about it all doggone week long. If you have been anywhere near and around the blogs, then you already seen everything that has been going on. You know everything that has been going on already. So we're going to wrap it up and finish up with that. Okay. Anybody got any questions about anything before we get started and get on up into it? Y'all, I'm trying to step up my little game. You know, homegirl went got her some good earphones, got her good mic. You know, we trying to do this thing over here. It ain't much, bitch, but we trying to do what we can with what we got.
She's professional.
Okay. All right, y'all. So shout out to the Shade Room for this. Jussie has been released from jail. He was sentenced to 150 days in jail, and he has been released for serving less than a week. He is out and he's pending his appeal. Now, he walked out of the Cook County Jail on Wednesday evening surrounded by family and security. He didn't comment as he got into his SUV. Of course, his brother has been speaking on his behalf. Basically, you know, it went from him saying that if something happens to me, I'm not suicidal and all this other shit. You know what I'm talking about. We seen all that go down, to him being held in the psych ward, to him crying basically, and now he out on jail. I mean, he's out. Basically, he paid, I don't know how much he paid. Tracy let us know exactly how much it was he paid to get out or get out on bond or whatnot it is, but like I said, Martha Stewart did her time like a G, and this nigga cried, and he got out just like that. How is that? Why is that? Sir Neale, I'm going to start with you on this. You know, start us off on this. What you think about this?
I'm torn between Jussie. I'm torn.
Because honestly, I don't feel like he should have gotten that whole jail time in the first place anyway, but...
I'm torn. I don't know. So I'm not the person to give feedback because I don't know. I don't know if the nigga lying, if he fabricated, whatever the fuck. I don't know. So I'm not the person to speak to. Next.
Mizzle. And boom. Boom, that is. Mizzle.
My stance still the same. I don't feel like he should have deserved all that because I feel like they was make an example out of him. But based on what Dominic said, if the lawyer is saying that, it's because what we was told last time when Tracy broke it down to us is that it was a deal set in place, and he fulfilled most of the deal, and decided that was enough, and he decided to put him back. So because of that, I don't know what was going on. Maybe they say no, they saw that and they say whatever, or they was realized it was too much. Because I was like, y'all was wasting too much resources for this dumbass stuff. But other than that, it was too much, bro. Too many reasons like that because it was because I remember it was a deal in place. He paid his money and he did part of the community service, but they decided that wasn't enough. They will put him back in court, and now they put him sent to jail. And now they got him back out into the appeal, and it was like this is a circus, and I don't got too much time for it. I said, listen. When it first started came out, I was like, y'all was too much time, and let's move on from this guy. I was like, okay, whatever. Jussie, if you wanted something in 2 hours, then maybe you should call someone and get something done. Don't be. That was too much.
Bro, this is why I said I'm torn, because there are people out there that have more aggressions, rape, dead on a pole, and they spend this much time on this nigga lying, air quote, allegations.
That's example. That's what I'm saying.
Allegations. So y'all can spend those resources on other things and other unsolved crimes. So why are you spending this much on this one thing? Because again, like I said, a black man, they want to persecute a black man, but y'all got other things to deal with.
Right.
Yep.
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying though.
No, I don't feel like he should have done all 150 days of jail time. Yes, that is very extensive. I feel like he should have paid a big ass fine and did some extensive community service myself. I don't feel like he should have did the jail time, but I don't think it's right neither. Like, Nick, damn, He did less than a
But-
week just for crying. Like,
Auntie, I they wait, Auntie, you know how they say like the long 150 million days. Nigga, he got 4.5 months in jail.
Okay, but if they say
but he
going to
did
jail,
what, 5 days, 4 days?
then that
Yeah.
means that a lot of people should be gifted for jail to go to jail time then.
This is why I'm torn between it, because it's like it's a circus. Like Mizzle said, it's a circus. Let's put this baboon up on stage right quick.
So
Come on now. Dominique
Jussie is out. Jussie is out because
he out free.
the amount. No, he's not out free. That's
Money.
not what that is.
So
Jussie is out on bail. So his bail was like $150,000 is what his bail is. The reason that he's out on bail is because they're saying because of the amount of time it takes for an appeal to happen, it's like 6 months to a year for your appeal to be heard. So they said if he serves out his jail sentence, which is less than the amount of time it would take us to appeal it, and the appeal is approved, then he is now wrongfully sitting in jail, and the state would have to pay him. Because that's how they sue. If you wrongfully put me in jail, I can sue you. So they said, instead of us leaving him in jail for his appeal, we'll let him out on bail. And then if the appeal is approved, then he goes on about his business. No harm, no foul. He has to complete the original sentence that he had. So like he has to complete his community service and all of that. And he can go about his business. If we determine that his
4 months,
like
4 months.
Yeah, but if we determine that his appeal was denied, then he will have to serve his jail sentence. So the only reason he's out on bail is because the amount of time he's going to be in jail is less than the amount of time that you would have been in jail, is less than the amount of time it would take them to appeal it. So that's the reason why he's out. So that's why a lot of people get like how sometimes a lot of people get arrested and then they let them go home and they let them do things. It's because the amount of time because everyone has their right to appeal their sentence, right? And most people do. Even if they did it, most people appeal the sentence for whatever reason. So they'll look at it and they'll say, okay, an appeal of this magnitude would standardly take us this much time. If that amount of time is less than the amount of time that you would have served in jail, then they'd be like, hey, you know what? We're going to wash it. You just be out on bail and go. If you have a greater amount of time in the appeal process, let's say my appeal process is 2 years, but I have a 10-year sentence, they just going to stick me in jail.
In this whole prosecution, how much time, wasted time in this prosecution? Because this nigga lied, air quotes, allegations. They wasted too much time.
Yeah, I mean, so there was, yes, it took them time to do it, and then the whole Panini happened, so that slowed everything. Like that just, remember, the courts was shut down for like 6 months. Easy, the courts was just shut down, and then they got a new process. So you have to think, some of it is not just they took their time, it is we just happened to get a pandemic, and then everything got pushed back and everything is delayed. Does make sense. And now they're just catching up on things. So it's not necessarily that he's free. He ain't free.
No, but this is like just throw it out the fucking kitchen. This is my opinion, okay? It's not that fucking difficult. Like, I think it's because he's a celebrity that they're dragging it.
I don't think it's so much that he's a celebrity. I think what it really is he made the city of Chicago look bad. He made their police department look bad. I heard that argument too. Right? Yep. So because the police they treated it like a high priority case, right? They treated it way better than they would have treated me or you had it happen to one of us. They put in resources, time, and effort they would have never put in if it was one of us, right? Right. So to them, they felt like oh, we did all this extra stuff because it was you, and you did, and this was a slap in the face to us.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why that like he got a deal and the people was like, oh, absolutely not, that deal is not good enough, is because they felt like it was a slap in the face. Now, again, normally people who get deals, normally people get deals. You know, little Susie get a deal for vehicular manslaughter
Right.
and
For real.
get 2 years in jail
And
and
walk
5
away.
months probation, and they cut deals for people all the time that when you hear it, you're like, that is just like, how do you cut them such a lenient deal? So he got in their mind, a lenient deal, and somebody went and said, oh nah, no, we ain't gonna have that. And
He's a
now
black.
That's
we're kind
crazy.
of at this part. So I don't even know if I think it's because they also have another case with a white woman who claimed that she got kidnapped and blamed it on these 2 Hispanic women. And
Mm-hmm.
they spent an exorbitant amount of money trying to find her. And she had just ran away because she didn't want to get married and she was with her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. I
Well, her
remember that.
ex-boyfriend. So they
Is
are
it
now
Chicago? Is it
prosecuting
Chicago?
her. They're now prosecuting her. So I think they're trying to
Is
set
it
the
in
statute
Chicago?
for. They have one in Chicago, one in LA,
Yeah.
and one in Georgia. They have 3. And all of them are literally the real crime that they're prosecuting, filing a false police report, fine, whatever. They don't care. It's the amount of money that the department
Mm-hmm.
spent
On
to
resources. Yep.
on resources is really
Yep.
what it is. Because I said it before. I could give you probably about 5 or 6 false police reports that I done did. People do those all the time. Those ain't that big of a deal. They're really not. It's not like he, was under oath that he
In
lied
LA,
under oath.
away with a false
That's
police
different.
report. Get away with it. You can
Mm-hmm.
file a police report, be false as fuck, and get away with it.
Yes. Yeah. Didn't you just hear me say I filed like 5? I clearly just said that. So people file police reports all the time, and they be like, oh, well, if you don't get in trouble in 6 months, we'll just, call it a wash, because it's not worth it to them. What they want is the money. That's really what Chicago wants. They want the money, and more importantly, because they can then use this to say, oh, everybody else who wastes our budget and waste our resources, we can start going after y'all for whatever you do that wastes our money. That's
But
really
I
what they're
don't
trying to set the precedence for.
One thing I don't understand is, like, in California here, like in Chicago and other states, they want to find money. They're gonna find your ass, and they're gonna, if you don't pay your fine, they put a warrant on you. Okay, so they want you to pay the ticket money, the fine money. That's all they want. They don't want shit else. Even if you are excused of said crime, air quote, they just want the money. That's it.
But see, Sir Neil, think of it like this, right? If they do it this way, they don't just get the fine money. They also get the money back that the department spent on resources. So on overtime, they get all those extra things back. So they don't just get the little fine money. They get all the money. So think about it like that. They want all the money back.
They want the triple time. They want the overtime pay.
Yes,
they want the quadruple time pay. They need that to be returned. Yeah, I
so that's the difference.
I work in administration. I'm not. That's
Baby sis.
That's off top.
Baby sis, any final thoughts before we move on to the next? Is baby sis there or baby sis? Knowing her ass, she probably running behind her doggone kids somewhere. Well, we finna move on to the next thing because we got to keep on schedule. Let me see what we got next. Oh, dog, did y'all hear about this? Young Thug baby mama was involved in an incident. You back, baby sis?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My kids made a mess. I had to clean it up.
I knew it. Did you have any final thoughts on the whole Jussie case before we moved on?
Good for you and fuck you.
Of course. How did I know? Anyway, so moving on. Oh, wait, wrong story. Wrong story. My bad. See, I'm moving ahead of myself. Young Thug's baby mama. She was involved in an altercation that took place at a bowling alley. It's too much stuff going on at these doggone bowling alleys, child. That make me not even want to go to no doggone bowling alley. I don't know how many baby mamas Young Thug has, but this is one of his baby mamas. Real pretty dark skinned chick too. 31-year-old. Her name was Lakevia Jackson. She was fatally shot at a Metro Fund Center following a dispute over a bowling ball. Now, officials rushed to the scene on Thursday after receiving reports of shots being fired outside of the center. Reports say the night began as a birthday celebration for her best friend that ended in a confrontation over a bowling ball that led to the parking lot area where she was shot. Now, the police officer is saying that, of course, it was a travesty what happened that night. She lost her life as a result over an argument. Literally, it was over a bowling ball. I don't know if maybe she went to grab the bowling ball, somebody else went to grab the bowling ball. Either way it go, this woman has lost her life over an argument over a dumbass bowling ball. I don't even know what to say about that. I just thought it was really sad. I thought it was something that we needed to talk about because, first of all, bowling balls I'm bowling alleys. It seemed like it's a curse at bowling ball. Hell, even on the upcoming season of Bad Boys Club, they in the bowling alley fighting there. The baby and Danny Lee brother, they got into it at a fight in the bowling alley there. Like it's everything going on at the bowling alleys now. But not only that, when are we going to get to a point, not even as Black people, just people in general, where we have to learn to pick and choose our damn battles? Learn when you need to fight, learn when you need to walk away from shit. The fact that this woman lost her life over a bowling ball, I don't know if she started the altercation, if she was finishing the altercation. Either way it goes, you are not here to see your child, to see your kids anymore because of something that resulted over an argument over a damn bowling ball.
Sad.
That's sad. That's just dumb. Mizzle, I'm gonna start with you. A bowling ball. Mizzle, I'm gonna start with you. What's your thoughts on that? Mizzle, and then I'm gonna go to Sir Neale.
My thought is that you can't go anywhere now. It's like Alabama, it's people crime rates is getting too hot, got locked in. I don't know. They is a depressed mood. It is something in mind to say, you know what? I just had it with this area, with this panorama, this virus, and it's too much. And it's like it's escalating. It's like you can't go anywhere without people arguing over the dumbest stuff. It's the dumbest stuff. We all been to bowling alleys. They have 1,000,001 balls there. So if the person that had yours, you could go find someone else. Like you could go get another ball. So what is the reason why you have to argue for a bowling alley? Don't know if his kids is there. Don't even know none of that. But the fact that she left the parking lot and somebody was waiting for her and shoot her.
Waiting for her in the parking lot. It was a guy too, wasn't it?
Yeah, is it that serious? Like, did she did something to you? Like, is that bowling ball was that sacred to you to do that? And it sounds stupid, but that's what the dispute was about, a bowling ball. So it's like, this is crazy. You can't go anywhere. That's why I said people like fighting now. It's not like fighting before. Because before you could fight one-on-one and say whatever. You go to the back of the day, you go 5 minutes later, you do your everything. You move on. Now these days, you can't fight no one and somebody will jump in. Then the jumping will happen. Now these days,
exactly. We see that on these reality shows.
And it's weapons happening. So now you can't fight not just one-on-one. You gotta get fight with people who with the person, and you gotta worry about if they have weapons with them. So it's like now it's like I tell people I don't really go out until I these social places with how active sports with a lot of around.
It's not worth it.
Let me stay in my house. Let me watch my shows. Let me do this and everything, and I'm good and everything. If I go to movie theaters, it's fine. I don't even have to go to movie theaters. I just watch movies in my house. So it's like you can't go anywhere without stuff like that. For her to lose her life like this over a dispute over the bowling alley for a bowling ball,
was so simple. It was so simple. It was so simple.
Ridiculous. And no matter what, not just Black people, a lot of people get questions of age and fighting. And when you find out why the reason they fighting, it's so stupid pettiness. And just because you want to one up someone, and then you gonna take a gun and shoot someone, way too far. So I know I'm happy that a lot of people are trying to help the investigation because I guess a lot of people know who did it or whatever, or record it and everything. But they're gonna find that person, and that person gonna be done over a boulder boy, and that dumb gonna lose his life. Whatever.
Sir Neale, what's your thoughts?
I think that everybody coming out this panorama, this quarantine, this Octavius, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Octavia.
People are coming out and people want to get out. And it's going to be a lot. We can't deny that. So, like Miz was saying, how the fuck are you fighting at a bowling alley? And you take someone's life at a bowling alley. Okay? I live in fucking LA where niggas be shooting because they Bloods or Crips or whatever, so on and so forth. The Bloods and Crips ain't even tripping. But it's niggas, it's people coming out of the panorama and they're like, I want to go somewhere. I want to be free. They want to go to Red Lobster. They want to go to a big place, whatever the fuck it is. But at this point, everybody's rolling out. Everybody's going there. So within the last 2.5 years, people are trying to roll out, and everybody ain't got common sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's like, okay, I don't know where you're at, where you guys are at. They lifted the mask mandate here in California.
Mm-hmm.
So there's people that are choosing to wear the mask and people that are not wearing the mask. And there's still the same argument of cover your face, take this shit off. We got Karens and Kens. We got everybody. Everybody is like, it's I don't know.
It's sad.
It's difficult. It's difficult. I don't want to say sad. I would say difficult.
I just hate now that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but just like the bowling alley, you know what I'm saying? You want to go to the bowling alley, you know what I'm saying, to have fun. I'm going to, strike the pins down, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to the arcade. I'm going to chill, you know what I'm saying? Beer, you know what I'm saying? I love my beer. But all that other extra shit is like, ugh.
Why do people still have to prove a point now? That's what I don't like. Everybody got to prove a point that they the biggest and the baddest and all of that shit. I get that. Because I came from I get that because I'm old school too. I'm 41. I came from a point of time to where, you did have to sometimes fight for your respect and shit like that. But nowadays, like Mizzle said, don't nobody fist fight no more. We came from that era of fist fighting. No, I got a problem with you. We gonna fist fight, and it's gonna be me and you one-on-one, and we gonna fight. Not me, you, and all your homegirls just because they your homegirls and they got your back. No, that's not how we do it. I came from the era. You got a problem, then you go down round by that bitch and y'all talk about it, and either y'all gonna fight it out, y'all gonna talk it out, or y'all gonna walk it out. But either way it goes, I still wear my mask. Me too, opulence. I ain't got time for that. I had a little taste of the Omaron. Y'all know the Omarosa came and touched my ass. Omarion came and touched me. And bitch, I didn't want no mores of it. I still wears my mask. My son get masked. My son get mad at me. He be like, Mama, why we gotta go to the store and wear the mask? Don't nobody else have on a mask? I said, don't nobody else live in my damn house.
Oh, yeah.
You do.
Go ahead.
Don't wear nobody else do.
You gonna wear your mask.
Don't nobody else live in my house. Don't nobody else eat my food. Don't nobody else eat my forks. Don't nobody else wash their ass in my house but you. So don't worry about it. Tracy, what are your thoughts on this ignorant shit that went on right here with the baby mama? What are your thoughts on it, Tracy?
He got 6 kids and 4 baby moms, by the way.
Dang.
What?
Well, Lord forgive me for saying this, but he ain't hurt for baby mamas. But now you're gonna have to pay double because you're gonna have to really take care of them kids. Lord forgive me, I didn't mean it in no ugly way. But y'all know I'm not lying. He ain't hurting for no baby mamas.
No, yeah.
Lord
So he
forgive
got
me.
so he got a little tribe over there. I will say this as somebody who
That part.
I'm classy based. I only fought at the skating rink. I didn't fight at the bowling alley. Just be clear. I definitely agree that there is a definitely a big divide between, you know, I would say people who are in like their late 30s, early 40s, and when they grew up, and people who are like in their 20s, early 30s now who feel like pow, 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 because I can't actually fight, which is probably
That's
the problem.
stupid.
Which is most likely the problem. Because why do I need to pow pow if I could actually fight? But whatever. It is definitely a tragic situation, and it is one of those things where you be like, at some point you have to learn to pick your battles. Like you can't always choose violence. I mean, I do, but you can't always
exactly.
You can't always choose violence to that magnitude. So now this woman has lost her life. Her child now is motherless. Now you about to go to jail, and if you have kids or whatever, it's about to affect your whole entire family. It's just this horrible repetitive cycle over something that is, in the grand scheme of things, not worth nothing at all. Now, there are some things that I see in my mind and I'll be like, no, it was justified. Like, free that person. This right here, I'm gonna need y'all to go up under the jail. Whoever you were, sir, I'm just gonna need you to meet the bottom part of the jail and bend over good and let Bubba have a good time. I don't know what to tell you.
Severely.
But this right here is one of those things where you like, nope, no, a bowling ball don't even hit the top list of 50 things that I could think of to be like, you know what? I might can understand how. I can't.
That's when are we gonna learn, black people? That's all I got to say. When are we gonna learn, black people?
Can I put my two
Baby
cents
sis,
in?
I was gonna say, baby sis, what are your thoughts?
Okay, as somebody that was a full-fledged nerd in high school, I was on the bowling team. And if you get a custom-made bowling ball, them bitches are more expensive than the new Jordans. So from the bowling ball perspective, I guess I could sort of get it. Because, again, a custom-made bowling ball is fucking expensive. If that's indeed what they were fighting over, because it just says bowling ball.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to stalk you and wait for you to come out of a bowling alley.
Like, what did she say that pissed him off that much anyway?
I mean, honestly, she could have thrown the bowling ball, like literally threw it down on the ground. If you get a chip and a bowling ball, it fucks it up. If you do trick shots with your ball, you won't be able to do it no more if you got like a good, nice gash in it. So again, depending on what she did to the ball, I guess I can understand it. But I am not.
Did she throw the ball at his head?
Who knows? Who cares? Because
did she chuck it at him? Like, was she trying to decapitate him with the ball? Because I mean,
obviously, it wasn't enough for him to do something right then and there. Which again, that
Good
just
point. Yeah.
is a bitch move. Like if she for real did something to your bowling ball enough that you gotta kill her, why not do it on the spot? Why you gotta wait? If I paid $1,500 for a custom ball and you threw it at me, I'm gonna go out to my car and I'm gonna come back 3 seconds later and it'd be done with. So this person, whomever it was, had time to marinate, had time to sit on it, flip it, cook it some more. So he deserves everything that's coming to him. At this point, I kind of want to watch. Just to hear what he says. It's like, oh, but she did this, that, and the third. That's the only reason why I want to be there.
That still don't make up for the fact.
No,
I'm sorry that she took her life. Yeah, I'm just saying, like I
want to know. I want to know what exactly she did. Because again,
Fucking exactly.
You had time to cook it some more in the oven before you pulled it out. So
yeah, you had time to premeditate that shit all together.
All together, that is premeditation. So,
any final thoughts before we move on?
Bowling balls are expensive.
But still, I'm sorry. I don't give a damn. That could have been a custom.
It was a regular. It was a party. How she was saying no custom bowling ball? It was at a party. They say it was a best friend party and a freaking.
Why not take it to Judge
It
Mathis?
was
That
ball.
part, JW.
Mm-hmm.
Why not take it to Judge Mathis? But like Live Life said, we got to stay prayed up. Hallelujah. Because when I tell you the devil is busy out here, he is busy. Move right along, y'all. The next thing that we're going to get into, y'all, this is sad right here. This is sad. This grosses me out. This is sad. But this is something we got to talk about on my little platform that I do got, just so it can get out and plenty more people can hear about it. So hopefully his ass will go to jail. But a former prison nurse is being charged with sexually assaulting dozens of women that were in his custody. Now, Oregon Police Department corrections officer has been charged with sexually assaulting 12 or more women who were in custody at the women's prison. Now, it says, according to the indictment, 37-year-old Tony Klein was accused of sexually assaulting and abusing women, some resulting in bodily injury back in 2016 and 2017. The former nurse has been charged with 21 counts of depriving the victims of their constitutional rights. The news outlet CBS reported that he also faces charges of 4 counts of perjury related to a federal lawsuit over the alleged sexual assault. Now, he pled not guilty to all the charges. Now, last week, the outlet revealed an investigation that located nearly 27 women accusing him of sexual assault. He was given a pretrial release. However, if convicted, he could face up to life in prison. Now, he resigned back in 2018 from the Coffee Creek Correctional Facility, where he was later hired by Legacy Health. It's a nonprofit health system. So he left one job, was able to go to another job, but he is being accused of sexual assault of over 27 women from 2016 to 2017. Tracy, I'm going to start with you. What are your thoughts on this? Can he go to jail? Will he go to jail? There's too many counts already. There's 21 counts. Why they even need to go through the process of it, I don't know. Will he really get life in jail for this? I know they got to say what his maximum could be. But what do you think, in your opinion? Is he going to go to jail? And if so, how much time could he really actually get?
So when I read this story, all I heard in my head was like, I was like, Tony, like Ange from Love After Lockup. I was like, ooh, Tony, what is you doing?
Tony!
That's all I heard it like. I was like, Tony! That's all I heard. That's all I heard in my head.
That's disgusting.
As much as it pains me to say this, inmates have less rights than any individual. So, do I think he'll get life? No, but it's normally like, let's say, if for you or me or someone, like let's say the person would get 20 years, for an inmate, it's normally like half. So it's like 10. It's like they're less of a person in most states. It's a terrible, terrible thing that they do.
Horrible.
To the people. Yeah, it's a terrible thing. But with 20 some odd women, 10 years apiece, that's life. Looking at over 200 people. Yeah, that's life. What I really don't like is how someone can be charged of something, pending something, have something going on. They get fired, and then they could just go get a job somewhere else to, that doesn't know.
Bye, Live of Life. Have a good night.
With them.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. So I really don't like how someone can do something or possibly be charged with something, lose a job, and then go somewhere else to start working. And it's like the background checking system isn't as great as it should be, clearly. Because people are able to get away with so much. So although I don't think it'll be life, I think it's definitely going to be enough for them to naturally die in prison, although they didn't necessarily get a life sentence, is what they should get.
Right.
Because that is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing to have, to already be less than, to in the law legally to be looked at as less than a person, to then have the person who's supposed to be taking care of you treat you as even more, even lower than you're already being treated, is just so inhumane.
Exactly. And then for you to have even less of rights just because you are in jail like that, that's not right to me, baby sis. What are your thoughts on that? Like, even though, yeah, they in jail for a crime, whatnot, are they still not considered to be human? Like Opulence says, the R, that's the most horrific thing you can do to someone.
I mean, considering how, if you look at the prison system, most of the inmates are Black and brown people, and the white man never considered us as people in the first place.
Right.
So, yeah, we as Black women have always been easy targets for grapers and essayers because,
yeah,
though we have carried and built this country, they could give two shits and one fuck less about us.
Amen.
So, this is disgusting. The fact that I am getting ready to go to nursing school, and I have recently seen this surge of nurses doing really ungodly, messed up stuff, is very disheartening.
Yeah.
And honestly, it makes me even more proud of myself that I am getting into this field, just so for every horrible person that is in that field that honestly has no business breathing anymore, there's someone like me.
Amen. Amen. And it sounds really cheesy and really cliche or whatnot, but that's why I love what I do, because in my 20 plus years in the medical field, I've seen a lot of nurses, I've never, worked or seen any nurses who have committed any horrible crimes, but just from a medical, person to person standpoint, a lot of these nurses are assholes and they in it for the wrong reasons. And
he clearly got into this field.
Why are you in there?
Strictly for predatory purposes.
Strictly for that. Like, how, Finding Maria Silva said, did they not ask for a reference?
At his
Who was his
previous
reference
job,
before that? Like I said, a lot of people who are in these positions, and then for you to be a nurse,
I mean, he's clearly white.
In the prison system, like, you have two, in some ways, people would say, two badges of authority or whatnot in a way, and you using that to hurt women. Like, come on now. Being a medical assistant, being a medical professional, hell, a lot of us get a bad rap as it is already, and you get out there and you're in a place of power where you're supposed to be helping women. Like, I'll be honest with you, depending on what your crime is, if you're in prison, I still feel like you are a human being.
You're a human being.
And you still should be treated with regular rights that human beings have. Depending. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. If your crime was hurting babies and kids, raping, shit like that, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a little bit different. A little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
You knocking old women down, or old folks down, beating them over there. That's a little bit different. But if you in there for something like food stamp fraud, Grand Theft Auto, food stamp fraud, hell, prostitution. There's some women that are in jail for years for prostitution.
If you just selling a little ass. Now, if you're selling your little kid's ass, it's something different. But if you're selling your own cookie,
you selling your kid, your baby's ass, that's different. But you selling your own ass, your own choice, what you decided to do to feed whatever it is that you had going on in your life, and you in prison for years for soliciting, for prostitution. Now we getting all off subject or whatnot, but still, those women don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. Mizzle, and what's
I'm sorry. Just one last thing, and I'm done. Like, just think. Probably some of those women that he was violating already had issues in the first place. Like, who's to say that one of the women he did was in jail for unaliving their own rapist?
Exactly.
And here you go doing the exact same thing. The only difference is she has no way to literally defend herself this time. Like,
that
what JW just said. You're an inmate. Who's gonna believe you?
Gonna believe you. Exactly. Mizzle, what are your thoughts on this? Should he go to jail for life?
I mean, if he can, he can. He should. It's like that. That's how I feel. Whether I don't know Oregon policies and laws and everything. I know how much the statutory timeline, which I think is still within the realms. He should. Yeah, like all y'all saying, this position of power of doing this and feel like he could do what he can because he's in the thing. You got records, and you got the assets, and they're supposed to trust you in the system of treating them somewhat of a human, where they're supposed to be, no matter if they're in jail or not. And you kept doing this, and then you go to another. If you go to another job, you left the prison center to go to another facility. They should cross-reference and they should back-check because you're dealing with people, especially jobs like these. Like when you contact, they got to make sure you don't have anything. I don't know if you have a criminal record, but they could at least know why he left or why he got resigned and what was the reason for the thing. If the people wanted to see, because I would say jobs like that, don't be quick to hire someone because you less staff. Find the right person and everything, and not just so quick to hire because you want to hire status and everything because you need the quote or whatever. And so it's just crazy that people like this could get away with things. I mean, he's not getting away with it now, but this has happened for a while.
He probably lied on his damn resume.
Yeah, happened for a long
time. Didn't even put it on now.
This thing started overnight. This started gradually for years.
Yep.
Working way out to do this. So what time period? They ain't recognize the pattern that he was doing. Like, how did it happen so long that he got to 27 people and this that way? And like I said, there's people report and whatever. It's a lot in the fact that's going on. This is crazy that he was able to get away with this for so long. And now hopefully if they do, they better don't put no leniency on this either. At all. And that's it.
Sir Neale, what are your thoughts on this? If they do send him to jail, should he go to Gen Pop with everybody else?
Yep.
Or being that he's a prison nurse, or should he be in protective custody? Where's Sir Neale?
I say Gen Pop his ass.
Gen Pop his ass.
Yeah.
Let's see how he feels getting it up the booty hole, or however he was forcing it.
What's your thoughts, Sir Neale?
I was trying to get my nails done. My husband was taking the nail polish off my nails.
Okay, take my nail polish off, Danny.
Yeah. Okay, I'm about to cut out, y'all.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we doing nails and shit. I ain't even mad at you. You have a good Sunday night now.
Yeah, he just taking the I love y'all. Shut up.
You look like you got to get into something else with the nails. It's cool.
You think I'll be doing grown folk shit with grown folk
with nails.
I ain't even mad at you. Now look here, remember, we're ladies, okay? We keep our fingers up.
Toes done and everything.
I'm just saying. Bye, Sir Neale. Have a good night, boo.
Bye.
Thank you.
He did that all lady like, I'm buying, thank you. That's what you do. What was the fourth count? What was the 4 counts of perjury? Did he get any women pregnant? I don't know.
Probably. Honestly, would not surprise me. They're in jail. They don't get access to birth control, do they?
I mean, well, then again, I don't know.
I don't know. Here, we can ask our sissy later.
I don't know. Shut the fuck up, girl.
Why the heck would they get? No, why? Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to think about this. Why would they have access to birth control after they've been there for after they've been arrested?
Well, some women,
in most jails, you're not supposed to have.
Well, some women, depending on like for example, for some older women, they're at least going to have estrogen for them if they're going through menopause, different things like that. So, but then again, there are some women who have medical conditions to where you need to be on some sort of hormone, and depending on what hormone your body will tolerate, they will give them birth control pills. The only reason why I remember that is because I was watching the episode of 60 Days In, and some chick on there, I remember this chick asked another chick what pill she was taking, and one of the pills that she named off was a birth control pill. And the only reason how I know that name is because I used to work at Planned Parenthood. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know if maybe she had just had a baby and they had put her on birth control for that. But you know, they put you on birth control for a lot of different reasons, not just to prevent pregnancies.
But that's what I'm saying. Like outside, so unless you had a medical reason to have birth control, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why else would they assign you birth control?
Exactly.
Just
I don't know.
to give you birth control.
Yeah, because I'm sure if you already got like birth control in, they ain't gonna take that bitch out.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to be laying it low and spreading it wide while you there. And I mean, if you is, you're supposed to be doing it of someone of the same gender as you, so you can't get pregnant.
I mean,
they doing that shit on the down low anyway, bitch. Hello.
They really want to prevent like really sex or at least pregnancies while in jail. And the women's jail have women's guard, and in the male jail have male guards. It's as simple as that.
But the real question I have is, how was he even allowed to be a physician in the women's prison anyway?
How was he able to be alone with them?
How exactly to even do that shit? What happened?
Like, you're a nurse, you're not a doctor. Oh, wait, see, look, you are a nurse. Nurses are one of the first ones to see you before you see an actual doctor.
I know, but when it's women, I would think, wouldn't another woman physician be there just for incidents like this, so they can't be accused?
No,
of anything?
because
I don't get that.
Remember, they're inmates first now. They're not women, they're not people first. They're inmates first. They're cattle.
Pretty much. So when you're saying like, oh, how come it's a guy? They're short staffing. Do you know many doctors that want to work at prisons? I have family who is in prison, and a lot of times their doctor only comes, like they rotate. So there'll be like 2 days where they don't have no doctor in the jail. You just have the nurse, unless something happens. Yeah, and they'll call them, especially in the prison system. They rotate a doctor around. You get a nurse up there, for day-to-day managing of things. But then a lot of times, even if they can't get the doctor that's supposed to be there, they'll just take you to the closest hospital.
Because I know when,
fortunately, the staffing, because I'm just saying, there's not very many doctors who be like, you know where I always wanted to work?
At a prison.
At a prison.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know the place that I work for. We would go to this halfway house on a certain day of the week. We were there once a week, and when I tell you, those inmates would line up to see us once a week, just because either one, it was a male that was there working at a point in time, and it was females that needed female things, and they didn't want to see that female. I mean, they didn't want to see that male, provider that they had there, or vice versa. It was a woman working there at the time, and it was stuff going on, and men didn't want to see the women for that or whatnot. But yeah, I know how it is, because that was the closest thing to us actually being in the prison, was a halfway house, which was right next door to the prison. So yeah, their healthcare system is bullshit. The people that work there don't give a damn. They there to pay their bills. They not there to rehabilitate nobody. They don't give a damn about none of that shit. But anyway, any final thoughts on that before we move on to the next thing? No. One of the next things that I wanted to move on to talk about with y'all, I thought this was sad as hell, y'all. I don't know if y'all read this story. A black student she's suing London's Met Police after being wrongfully strip searched while she was on her cycle, y'all. Now, listen to this story. She was strip searched while on her period back in December 3rd, 2020. She's a 15-year-old student. They just call her, Child Q, whatnot. They can't give out her name, but she was accused of smelling strongly like cannabis and possibly possessing drugs. The police searched the teen's bag and forced her to undergo a strip search without another adult present and in the knowledge that she was on her period. The teen was asked to remove her sanitary napkin, and after being searched, no drugs were found, and she was sent home by a taxi. Since the incident, three officers investigated for misconduct by the Independent Office for Police Conduct, and the Met Office have issued an apology. Now, the child's family has lawyered up and are suing the Met Police for the unjustified racially profiled incident. This shit is crazy as hell. They're saying Child Q has launched a civil proceeding against the police department and the school as well, as she should. She wants to hold both institutes to account, including thorough cast iron commitments to ensure this never happens again to any other child. Now, this shit is crazy right here. Had that been my damn child, I would have beat the brakes off of somebody.
Fighting everybody.
Beat the brakes off of somebody. Now, this says something like apparently the commissioner was forced to resign last month after a series of scandals that went on, including rape and murder of another officer there by the name of Sarah Averdard. So the police department itself is corrupt and messed up.
Luther.
Hello, baby sis. I'm gonna start with you, baby sis, and then I'm gonna go to you, Tracy. What in the hell? I know that's a whole ass lawsuit. You can't strip search my 15-year-old daughter, especially, regardless whether she is on her cycle or not. How the hell is that legal?
Strip search a minor, period. I'm going up to that school and I'm fighting everybody and I dare them to arrest me. And if the cops do come to arrest me, I'm fighting the fucking cops too. What? I wish. And don't let me get bail because I'm going back up to the school and we're going to do it all over again like it's Groundhog Day.
Thank you. Just like that. We're going to be fighting all day. All day,
every day for the next ever Groundhog Day. They asked us, you did what to my child for what? No, I don't care. Not enough money in the world, not enough apologies, not enough resignations. You have scarred my child mentally and physically for life. And I will do the same in kind to you. Literally. Point.
I don't even know, Maria, if there was even if it was a female officer, still she's underage.
Right.
Like, what the hell? Okay, if it's an inmate in the prison, I get that. But this is somebody's child that's at school. That is crazy to me. Tracy, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know what kind of system London has, because that's some bullshit.
Clearly, it's the fuck around and find out system.
Apparently, because we had metal detectors in high school. We got searched in high school. We got a little when you walk through the metal detector, they had the little wand, but they couldn't touch me. And even if I had something, they were like, "Oh, what's this? Empty it out your pocket." Well, no, it's still making noise. It was a female, and I never had to, unrobe. There was a taking of clothes off. For what? Oh, absolutely not. So I don't know what type of BS London got going on there, but sue them. I want the Queen's jewel.
Thank you.
I'm suing. I'm suing you. I'm suing the school. I'm writing everybody's name on the list, from the person who owns the building
I'm suing the damn taxi driver.
I'm suing everybody. Everybody. When they tell you there was not a person, they was like, so you just. I went down the roster at the police department.
If you was there, you got fucking sued. Period.
What your name was listed personally. They was like, but they were in the office. Mind your business.
I don't care.
Every last one of them. I would. What's your name? Personally, I want you to, and you, and you, and you, and you, and anybody else at the school who stood around and thought that was the correct or appropriate thing to do. Like I said, I understand metal detectors. I understand wanding somebody down. I understand asking them to empty out their pockets, empty out their bag. I get all those things. After that, I have no understanding.
Nope.
I say sue.
Yep.
I want the queen's jewels. Okay?
That part. Mizzle, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I heard about it. I said, this is ridiculous. First of all, you break protocol that you search for someone without any witnesses with you, like or that police officer, whatever that person did. So now you can't backtrack and say what you did was you did any protocol, because usually you're supposed to have a partner with you do that. That's one mess up they did. Another thing is a minor. If you're a schooling minor and you're supposed to search and everything, don't you supposed to get permission? I don't know what kind of school system they have in there. You're supposed to call the parents, whatever like that, and get thing. Now they suspected weed smoke and everything. I mean, and you think you just want to search them like that? Like, really? The search was just say empty your pockets. That's like that. And let's get a door to smell. So like, what we doing? But even then, it's still a minor. You still got to get that permission. So I was like, I don't know what was going on. And then you gonna send her home like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened. Exactly.
And it's nothing happened. I loved it. I know what's going on with y'all. I love the basketball stuff like that, because I was like, if they doing this to all the people who they suspecting to smell, or the minors, if that's the case, that's something about that school system, whatever they're doing, is very faulty, and they need to change that. If they're doing this to other people as well, not to this girl.
So, the whole board getting sued.
The period, and then telling you or whatever she got a period, you gonna take it out and try and still search it. That's
exactly. That is too far.
Yes, I said whatever. So whoever the parents is, whatever, they have a case. They have a case, whatever, and I hope they have cameras. If they don't have cameras, he still had no witness. So it's still a minor against adults. Who do you believe?
I thought it was legal there anyway. So, I mean, what? I thought that you had to be 16 to buy cigarettes in London anyway. So what's the matter if she was 15?
That's just that.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm suing everybody.
I'm suing everybody.
I'm suing classmates too, because y'all know better.
I was thinking that this right here, how does one even confuse the smell of weed with a menstrual smell? I was thinking that. What if maybe she just had a menstrual smell to her?
How close are they that they could smell it in the first place?
Now listen.
Or maybe that's just woman to woman. I can't usually smell myself unless I'm in the back.
I can't either. But like I said, I've worked in the medical field for a very long time. I've run into women who have had, maybe this woman didn't, this person didn't have the best of the hygiene or whatnot, and it was her time of the month, and they may have smelled her thinking that it was something else, regardless of the fact. It is very humiliating, and for you to assume that it's weed on her.
That don't even smell close remotely to
it doesn't. It doesn't, but what if it was some dumbass man who doesn't know that it's a young black girl?
Then he was looking for any excuse to see a black woman naked, a black girl naked. That was it.
Yeah, he assumed that. He was just being an asshole. He was just being an asshole, doing what a lot of these asshole ass police officers
and
do.
I just looked it up. So marijuana is still illegal in the UK.
Oh, well.
And the age of consent to speak to a minor is 16, but they have to have a parent present. So.
Oh, wow. Same as here in America? No fucking excuse, because all of the American
Exactly,
movies and shows that they watch in London, it's the same show, it's the same procedure in every cop show. So no excuse, my boy. I'm gonna need some ducats or on pounds out of you.
I'm gonna need something. But the whole thing wouldn't okay. I don't play about mines. Not about mine. They're not showing pictures, but I suspect she has locks because he didn't smell anything. She happened to be on her period. I'm just saying. If that's my baby, I'm taking the whole doggone everybody down. I'm getting me a whole ass lawsuit, and that's just that on that point blank period. Now, speaking of lawsuits, the last story that we're going to get into before we get on up out of here, y'all, it was a whole lot of that went on this past week with Joseline's Cabaret. Now, we just watched the episode, what was that, Sunday night on Mizzle's channel on Discord. Shout out to Mizzle on Discord. Monday, we did the review for it. Everything was all to the good. Woke up the next day. I get on the toilet like I normally do, checking my Twitter first thing in the morning, and I see all of this that they did the reunion the night before, and it went down at the reunion. Now, apparently, there were allegedly. Now, this is all allegedly, but I do believe everything that what was said from Amber and all the other ladies that were there. Amber got kicked in the ribs from an altercation that all began when they were getting ready to film. All the ladies came out. Now, the fight started. There was a number of fights that went on. The first fight that went on was between Capri when she went after Lollipop. Amazon went after Lollipop. Now, you remember Amazon had been saying online, all the ladies have been going live for the last few weeks, getting into it, saying a piece about this, that, the other, just because they had seen clips of the show. So we already knew it was going to be on site and it was going to go down when it came time to the reunion. K Capri, soon as they got on set, it was literally on site. They didn't even start filming the actual reunion. No questions were asked. They weren't introduced about nothing or nothing. Now, pause. The certain ladies came dressed in their gowns, looking beautiful because they were there for an actual reunion. Other women, like Pigeon, like Black Opal, like Lollipop, they came in Tim's, sneakers, dressed cute, but they had on their sneakers and their Timbs and they was ready. They was there to basically set it off in that motherfucker. Capri as well said she had her Timbs on and she was ready. So as soon as they got on set, it was on site. Capri went after Lollipop. They started fighting from there. Black Opal and Pigeon got up trying to help Lollipop. K Capri got up. She started to Amber got up and started to go after them. And then there was a fight that ensued. From that fight, Joseline kicked Amber in the ribs and she bruised her ribs from that. Security came, broke it up from there, and separated them from there. Now, Amber says in her own words that she waited for the opportunity when she could sneak up and get Joseline to pay her back for her kicking her in the ribs. When she seen that opportunity, she went after Joseline, bopped her ass. After she bopped her, that's when Ballistic then came in defense of Joseline. He then got into a tussle himself with Amber. Now, according to Amber, he choked her, slapped her around a couple times. She did deck him 2-3 times or whatnot, but they were down on the ground. He pulled her hair, in which some of her lace front pulled out, some of the edges of her hair. After this incident happened, now again, there were other fights that happened between Black Opal and Pigeon and Lollipop. There was even another fight where there was Black Opal, Pigeon, Joseline, and Lollipop. They all jumped on Riri. Riri said she was sitting on the couch. She didn't have nothing to do with nothing, which we all seen that from all the shows. She wasn't fucking with nobody. They jumped on her, beat her ass up. And the next day, yes, they jumped Riri. The next day, Amber goes live from the emergency room because she said she needed to get, checked on because she knew that her ribs were bruised. Again, she was live. She showed her actual ribs, huge ass damn bruise, because she said Joseline had on these big, thick ass heels and kicked her in her ribs. She was also crying, very distraught, very upset, because again, she said Ballistic put his hands on her. After that, it just was a snowball effect. Everybody started going live about what happened. K Capri was going live with Riri. Riri was going live with Lexi. Lexi's going live with some of the guys from the Bad Boys Club. And then you have Pigeon and Black Opal. They go live about what happened. You have Lollipop that goes live about what happened. Through all of this, Amber is saying that she wants to press charges on Ballistic. Now, according to Amber, after all this happened, they rushed Joseline and Ballistic out of there. Amber wanted to press charges on Ballistic. They were able to flee the scene before he was able to get arrested. She wants to press charges. She wants to sue Zeus. She wants to sue the whole network, which I don't blame her, because if that man put his hands on you, then that's what deserves to be happened. He does need to be arrested from that. Now, after that happened, instead of Joseline just keeping her mouth closed, waiting for her lawyer to handle her business, like Mizzle is doing, Joseline decides to be Twitter finger. She goes on to Twitter and says that I had to Mortal Kombat one hoe, I slapped one hoe, I kicked one hoe, I did all this to this other bitch. She puts out a bunch of tweets. Y'all are always my hoes. Y'all will forever be my hoes. Blah, 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 blah. She puts out another tweet. Bitch, I'll be at your house 24/7, 365, blah, 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 blah. Steady fucking going off, right? Basically co-signing what these women have accused her of doing. Now, after she puts all that out, everybody's letting Amber know, Amber, basically you have a lawsuit, because she basically co-signed everything that you said. Joseline and Ballistic then want to release this statement. Okay, now shout out to Girl Boss Energy. They were able to get this statement from Joseline and Ballistic, and it reads now, I don't think for one goddamn minute this came out of Joseline's mouth, because bitch don't even speak English goddamn good, and Ballistic don't know big words. So I don't think they wrote this, but it says, we are deeply saddened by the accusations made against our family at Joseline's Cabaret reunion. We would like to thank our fans for their continued support. Joseline is the mother of a 5-year-old girl and would never take any action to jeopardize her family. Joseline's Cabaret was created on the foundation of female empowerment. One of our program's core values is supporting women, not breaking women down. We support Zeus Network in its message to condemning bullying, unprovoked violence, and men attacking women. We strongly disagree with the correlation between these themes and the events that took place that night. There is footage of the events, and we are confident that our position is made obvious. In the meantime, when social media narratives easily get misconstrued, we believed our family's response is being silenced by the facilitated deletion of both Joseline's Instagram and Facebook accounts. No, bitch, your shit got deleted because you don't know how to keep your doggone mouth closed. Now, Mizzle, I'm gonna start with you. What are your thoughts on this? Do you feel like this is the end of Joseline's Cabaret? Can she come back from this? Will there even be a reunion that is shown, in your opinion?
Okay. When I heard about all this, I was like, oh my gosh. Now, granted, yes, we don't have the video yet to confirm with everything, deny everything. But my thing is, and most people, even the people on your side, even you're saying you did what you did, it's credible. If we do get to see the video, we all know they're going to edit that out. They're going to edit it. Unless Zeus say, you know what, we washing our hands with this girl. We're going to show you the unedited version. Yeah. Like Bravo did with RJOP and say, let y'all see it. And that's it. But we all know, because when they confident say, oh, we confident that you have a footage to show that our stance going to be obvious. That means they worked their video out to make it seem like they was in the right.
Thank you.
They're in the right. So it's like, we're not going to see the unedited version. We're not going to see it. So we gotta go by what they said and what she said. And Joseline dunks behind Twitter figures, and it's still up there. It's still up there. I don't think she deleted it yet. It's still up there tweeting and stuff like that. I said, girl, if we didn't get to see the video, you just said it yourself. And a lot
you
of
co-signed it, yeah.
Like that. Now, what makes this worse? Now, if she can't have no case against Johnson, because whatever the rules in the contract, whatever. But the man, he don't have no contract with them. He put his hands. That made this whole situation worse. You put your hands on thing, and now we all know it's not far fetched for him to do that because what he did last season, he screamed that big glass when she was screaming back and forth with Joseline. He got up and he was saying, "What do you want?" It's like that. I said, "Calm down, man." So if he could do that, it's not far fetched that he could put his hands on a woman. Allegedly, this is what happened. All that stuff like that. So it's correlated and say like we could believe that. Now he's just shown none of the signs, and we had none of this, and Joseline never tweeted anything. All that stuff. Then we just have to go by Amber words and say, you know what? Maybe she's not telling the truth, and we have to see it ourselves. But it's too much now. Now, if Zeus know that that's not what happened, I don't think why would he release that statement. They would say we stand by Joseline Ballistic in this situation because we know what happened and everything. Unless they say, you know what, this lawsuit, we have to say something. Normally, you know, that freaking head guy is Zeus. He was defending everything about what's going on that thing. Remember Neale last year?
He came out and said something by now.
And he got a lot of check her. You know, he was co-signing. He was like, we ain't do this now. We believe we go by. So for them to release that statement and put it so specific like that, they must have known that something happened in that scene that what was said is kind of true. Now, whether they come back from this or not, I don't know. But I know for me, and I know personally, I'm not going to review and I'm not watching next season. I will support Auntie Mama's channel if she decides to still do it. But I'm not. I can't do with that. Not with no man putting his hands on me. And y'all know how I feel about things like that. So, like I said, put his hands on me. I was not with the one. Amber. Put his hands on Amber. I'm not part of that. I can't deal with that. That was too far. That takes too much. And now you lying in our face that you use a basic foundations of female empowerment. That could be true if that was your intention. But your execution was not there in season 1. You could have did so much in this platform. You could have helped these ladies be better working women in the strip club, in a thing, work their money, powering them, counseling them, helping them with their situation. You could have did so much of this platform if you was going to power women and leave Ballistic on his own little thing. Let him deal with the beats and that's it. You could have did what you did. So if they do come back, Zeus going to have a hell of a reason to get people to support them. And if they see Ballistic back on that, a lot of people are not going to watch it. I mean, also like that. I don't know, maybe not. It's like that. A lot of people ain't gonna watch it. But if we do come back, that's gonna be a slap in the face of the girls who went through all this like that. So hopefully Amber stick through. She looked like she did because she got some lawyers and stick to it. But if Zeus they know better, they gotta wash their hands. That's a true liability. They might rock one Joseline, but when you get true liability in their money, they're gonna let you go. They're gonna let you go. So I'm gonna see what's gonna happen with that. And like I said, I don't know what this lawsuit gonna be about, if they come back or not, but they do, I won't be supporting it. But more power to you, girl. And y'all was on the one. Y'all ain't doing nothing wrong. What the hell y'all was skedaddling after that freaking reunion for? Like y'all was on the one like Jay-Z, Beyonce, and act like y'all ain't doing anything wrong. Because y'all heard when Amber was calling, and I guess it got to word to them, y'all got out of there. But yet, you got your behind on Twitter and started twittering. I said, listen, can you knock her out or something? Actually, sorry, they're not supposed to be done, but can you knock Joseline said, can you stop tweeting, girl?
He should have checked her ass a long time ago and took her phone. Be like, girl, you gonna get us all the hell caught up because you can't keep your goddamn Twitter fingers down some damn well. Baby sis, what's your thoughts on Joseline's Cabaret?
Bitches be crazy. That's number one. Number two, Joseline nor Ballistic wrote that statement. I don't even think she can spell couple, let alone misconstrued. So, and yeah, that's all I gotta say.
That booger sugar. She sure was, Brittany. That's exactly what I was thinking. She was on that booger sugar for sure. That's why she was all up on Twitter fingers going buck wild with it. Tracy, what are your thoughts on this? I personally I would be surprised if there's another season of Joseline's Cabaret, like I was telling y'all earlier. I would be surprised if there is. If there is, I don't see Ballistic being allowed anywhere near the set or around any of the women, if they even allow her show to come back, because I don't see them airing it, because it'll make Joseline and Ballistic look in a bad lighting unless they edit the hell out of it and make all the other girls look bad. But I don't see them coming back. Well, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think there will be another season of it? And if so, will Ballistic be a part of it?
I said fair exchange ain't no robbery, and even swap ain't no swindle. So if we all came and started fighting, I don't see the problem. The only problem I really see is Ballistic in this, because
yeah, exactly.
We were fighting.
Yeah,
all the ladies started fighting. Everybody jumped up and started fighting. I don't see the problem at all whatsoever.
Ballistic is the problem with it all.
Then multiple people started fighting, and everybody started jumping in and fighting. Nope, I'm not seeing a problem there at all whatsoever. Right up until Ballistic decided that he wanted to come in. Now, had Ballistic just came in and, grabbed somebody and pulled them up off of Joseline, I can understand that. I would have been understanding there. But the whole slamming, pulling wigs,
choking,
beating, choking, all of that, nah, bro. I don't see it for that. So I said before, I was like, nah, I'm gonna need to see this unedited footage, because what I've learned from many years of fighting is perspective is very different between each person on each side of the fight. Because you can only see what you are doing in that moment.
Exactly.
So what your perspective is not the full picture of what happens, right? Because you see somebody swinging, you could think it's this person, but in all actuality, it's that person. But because of your vantage point of where you at, it might not even be what you thought it was, which is 100% a possibility, which is why I said, now I need to see what this look like. Now, do I think Ballistic did most of the things that they said he did? Absolutely. Absolutely. I absolutely do. Joseline kicking a girl in the ribs? I'm sorry, that's just a part of fighting. If me and you are fighting and you get beat more than I do, that ain't my problem. Like, that's
right.
That's
ain't no rules in fighting, right?
That's not how that works. You don't get to say you put me in a hospital. You swung on me.
You hit me though, right? But you hit me though. What you want me to do?
And then say you don't get to swing on me and then say you hit me too hard back. Oh no, that's not how that works.
Bitch, what?
That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. So I feel like, I need to see it. The only problem that I've had in any of this has only been Ballistic. Everything all the other ladies said, oh, they came in Tim's, they was ready to fight. That's kind of what happens. Now, if you weren't prepared, that ain't their problem. You weren't prepared, and when you seen them getting up swinging, you knew what it was. It was real clear. Fine, whatever. But I'll say the only problem I have is that, because it didn't sound like, based off of the stories, people was jumped. It sounded like I got up to fight, they got up to fight, and then when they got up to fight, these other people hopped up too. So it was like one big brawl, one big melee. Which,
from what they were saying, is
wrestling.
But they were saying it was no one-on-one. It was always Raven and Diamond up together and fighting. Raven and Diamond up together up fighting. It was never no one-on-one type thing. That's jumping to me, goddamn it. I don't give a damn if your homegirl is there. If I got a problem with you, me and you was fighting. Now your homegirl want to jump in because you getting your ass beat. Okay, that's different than she's fighting me off. That's different right there. But if both of you bitches just coming at me at once to fight me, bitch, that's jumping. That's different.
No, because if it was, and that's why I said I need to see it, because when they were saying, oh, it was when they got up, and so then me and this person got up, which then takes the jumping out of the equation. Because I go to fight you and your homegirl get up and they come and then my homegirls come too. That's no longer jumping. That's just a whole big melee. That is a group fight. That is a go for bad. Whoever got what it is, that's just a group fight there. That's no longer jumping. If you're not one person being jumped, it is now a group of 6 or 8 people all fighting. Amongst themselves.
And I think that wasn't a jumping thing. I think the only person who literally got jumped was Riri. I think that's the only person who really got jumped. Amber, I think K Capri, Henny, they was all fighting. Bogo.
Yeah, and that's why I said I just need to see it because it sounded like, because if I listen to one of their stories, it sounded like, oh, you got they was jumping, and then I listened to another one story, and they was like, oh no, because then such and such and such and such got up, and which is why I say the vantage point of the perception of what you see, you may not have seen this other person getting up to get into it to fight as well, which is the only reason why I want to see. My only problem in this whole scenario is Ballistic. 100%. If you see Ballistic doing anything other than grabbing a girl and getting them off of Joseline, if it's anything other than, I scooped her up, shoved her off, and got Joseline out of there, anything outside of that, to me, you gonna need to be in somebody's handcuffs, sir. I'm never saying that as a man you should just watch your woman get beat up. I'm not saying that.
You shouldn't be joining in fighting nobody. If anything,
exactly.
breaking the shit up.
Exactly.
Liver of life, to answer your question, what I've done before, because it was twice. I'm not even gonna lie, it was twice. Yeah, opulence is me. Yeah, I would. What I did, it was twice. One time my homegirl got into a fight, and yeah, she was getting her ass whooped because it was to the point to where the bitch was on top of her, straddling her, like bow, bow, bow. I did come and just bop the bitch in the face just so she could fall back so my homegirl could get on top of her. And then I stepped up out of it after that. It was another time, same thing. My homegirl, the bitch had her ass in the corner. I just went, grabbed the hoe by her hair, drug her down, bop, bop, bop. And then my homegirl came and got on it, and then I backed up. I was out of it. So technically that wasn't jumping. I just kind of helped my homegirl out real quick, and then that was that. But now I ain't with that jumping shit. Fuck that hoe. I ain't with that jumping shit. I'm with that one-on-one shit. Now, I done been fighting somebody one-on-one before, and then I whooping their ass, and then 2 of their homegirls come, and then then I got 2 bitches on me, and then 1 bitch from the bottom trying to hit me too. Yeah, I done been in that situation before. That's a fucked up situation.
Girl,
but yeah, I done let my homegirl a helping hand before. That's all it is. That's it. That's all. But I ain't with that jumping shit. Fuck that hoe. If you got to go, if it take a pack of bitches to go out and fight 1 female, all y'all some weak ass hoes. That's point blank, period, period. If it take 3-4 females to go jump on 1 female, all of y'all is weak as hell. Now, if the other females is going just to make sure don't no other crazy shit go on, yeah, that's cool, understandable. You, like I said, you never know. You might have to just bop, 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 come in and help your homegirl real quick and then go back like ain't nothing happened. That's it. But anyways, y'all, that's it. That's all that I got. Y'all have anything else real quick before I give y'all my would you rathers and we get up out of here so we can go watch us some hoes? Nope, that's it. That's all. Okay, because I said I wanted to keep this about an hour and a half, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Okay, I've got 3 quick would you rathers, and then we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna go over to Discord and watch the season finale to Joss's Cabaret, as well as the season finale to the Bad Boys Club. Okay, and I will give. There we go. Look, Renee is right on time. Okay, because she stayed right on time. I was gonna give y'all the link to Mizzle's Discord, but there it is right there. Okay. Now, my first would you rather that I have before I get out of here is, would you rather get rich in a way that embarrasses your family or live paycheck to paycheck for the rest of your life? Now, mind you, if you get rich, that's meaning you don't have to work ever again for the rest of your life, but it does bring a lot of shame and embarrassment and disappointment to the family. Or would you rather just live your life paycheck to paycheck with no embarrassment?
Give me that embarrassment, please, for $52 billion.
I'll take embarrassment for 300, Bob.
I will be okay with embarrassment with money. Money makes everything better. So
that part. Mizzle, what you going with? Mizzle went to the bathroom. Tracy, oh, there you go. Oh, you're muted. We can't hear you.
I did. Listen, if you have a good standing with your family or not, then I don't think you will do it. But if you don't really have it, so what's the point getting freaking money and embarrassing? Well, you don't got no good standards, whatever. So they be okay with it. They won't talk to you now. But
he said, "Fuck them then, fuck them now."
Listen, I work weekly with paycheck to paycheck and everything. I'm okay. So if I want more money, I guess let's get the money. I guess they be okay with it for years ago. Okay, if they getting something out of the deal, whatever. So I do with that.
I take embarrassment for 300, Alex. Tracy, what you gonna do? You gonna take that money, or you gonna stay living paycheck to paycheck?
Girl, look, my daddy gone, so embarrass my mama all day. She'll get over it. She will be fine.
That part.
She'll be like, wait, what you bought
Brittany
me?
say I don't like that ass. No way. Brittany crazy. Say I don't give a fuck. I don't like that ass. No way. Brittany is crazy. Look here. Would you rather? Would you rather eat leftover? Think about that nasty ass person from work. That nasty ass person from work. Would you rather eat leftovers out of that nasty ass white person's refrigerator from work, or a stranger's leftovers that they left on a plate at a restaurant?
I would do that because as a waitress, no, I'm dead ass. Because when I was waitressing, it'd be nothing but white folks that would take food from a table that had just left. Like, I remember one time I was walking up to this little old white man and he had just sat down. And I went to ask him, what he wanted to drink. And he got up, took the previous table's clam chowder, it took it over. It was like, can I get a water and a spoon? And I'm like, do you want some new soup? Like, I can get you new. He's like, no, I'm gonna finish this first. And I'm like, okay, but the nastiest person at my job, I would never.
I eat food off a stranger's plate. If I eat at the nastiest, Mizzle, what you gonna do? You eating out that coworker refrigerator, or you gonna eat off of a stranger's plate?
I'm really picky eater, so I don't really try a lot of people's food in my job, and we don't have no potluck, so that's a good thing for me. Hallelujah, like that. So I gotta keep the leftover restaurant because a lot of these restaurants they like to throw away food. Mm-hmm. So if you get the leftovers, you don't have to pay nothing. You just get the little meals, make your little yin yang, whatever the stuff you're missing, like the little protein or something, and make a meal out of it.
Renee said, "I'll just be hungry and drink water."
I drink.
Tracy, what you doing? You eating out that coworker's refrigerator?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna take the restaurant plate for $200, Alex.
I don't know why I thought about that one. That was stupid. But this one is a good one right here. Okay, listen to this one. The last would you rather I have, and then we're gonna get on up out of here. Would you rather go to jail for 10 years for a crime you didn't commit, or have someone else that go to jail for 20 years for a crime you committed?
Okay. Can I answer?
Go ahead.
I'm in the middle of finishing the series finale of Good Girls.
Uh-huh.
So
don't tell me about it. Don't you go
I'm not telling you
because I have not started the new season yet.
Give me a Fall Guy all the way. They look, because watch Good Girls. Watch a Good Girl.
Don't tell me no more. Don't tell me no more. Brittany said, bye. You sending these niggas to jail for 20 years for something you did?
Yes, because I would be completely like straight up honest. No, also watch Brand New Cherry Flavor because Lisa Nova, the main character, she was totally straightforward and honest with her friends. It's like, hey, yo, I'm trying to curse this motherfucker. Y'all gonna help me or not? So I'm just gonna tell the person like, hey, yo, I kind of did this. You either gonna help me or I can find somebody else or I can frame you. So no.
But what if they don't find out you innocent, Liver of Life? What if you do them whole 10 years?
I'm not doing 10 years for a crime I did not commit. Give me 100 years for the crimes I did commit. Man, fuck karma. My name is Karma, Liver.
I'm just saying, though, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do them 10 years.
I could.
I will say this.
Tracy, what you gonna do?
I would do 10 years for a crime I didn't commit if my son committed the crime. I'll do 10 years.
Okay, that's different.
Okay, that's different.
I'll do 10 years for my baby.
That's
now,
different.
if it's not my child, listen, if it's not my child, right? If it's not my child, somebody about to do these 20 big ones, baby.
Yeah, that's true. Because I love my sister. If it's between my sister and my son, yeah, you have to go to jail, sis. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's with you. Oh, I snitched.
Same with me. I'd expect to go to jail. If it came between my nephews and me, I'm going to say I did it. I did it. It was me. I did it.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, yeah, well, you know, it was cool. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, you about to go do these 20 big ones, honey. You just... You know, depending on what happens, I might randomly just put something on your books for your birthday.
Yeah,
you know,
birthdays and holidays.
Mizzle, what you gonna do? Cause you a fine piece of chocolate. You know what I'm saying? They gonna
delicate.
They gonna do something strange for a piece of change for you up and behind them bars.
That's it. I don't gonna be keeping getting bent over either.
Liver said, "How y'all gonna sleep at night, Sissy? How we gonna sleep at night?
I got the fan on and the blankets like usual."
Somebody gonna be bent over for me that time too. But we ain't
gonna be like that.
But I can't do jail. I know I seen enough movies and stuff to do that. I can't do that.
I can't do it.
I want to find someone that I was cool with. We had some little sexual attraction. Let him go to jail for me, and I just the books and everything, and I put the books to the. I'll do something like that, and I'll be up there every month. I said, I got you, boo. That's my payback.
Got you with these good boo.
Good night, Jana.
Well, yeah, like, good conjugals, boo. Got conjugals.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like Tracy said, if my son committed the crime, then yeah, I'm finna go ahead and do them 10. You know what I'm saying? But somebody else did this shit. No, not only that, if I did this shit and it was somebody else, that was my bad. But
look, do I get to pick the person? Because I have
No. What if this? You know what? What if this is somebody that you like absolutely adore? Think of not nobody that's your family or your friend, like somebody that's really close to you, not necessarily not a family member, but somebody else that's really close, like your best friend, your best fucking friend.
Okay, no, because how about we stick to what you said? Somebody that is vaguely connected to me.
Nah, best friend.
Well, I technically don't have a best friend because I can't pick just one thing, period. So that would not work for me.
I don't know if I could do it. Oh, my best friend. Oh, that bitch will want to fight me when she get out. Bitch, I did 20 for your goddamn ass. I like, well, shit. You know I couldn't do that shit, girl.
You got me.
My bad, girl. I'm so
we was cool like that.
We is cool like that, girl. That's how I knew.
I got your back.
Your family.
That's how I knew I couldn't even do it because you know
I put money on your.
I look out for your family.
Your kids real good, girl. Took care of your kids while you was in there. I got you.
Looks like say, the Lord is my best friend. He already did it for me on the cross. Hallelujah. Won't he do it? It's so stupid.
Lord, looks like
Yeah.
you still have to do some more time.
Okay, y'all, we finna have to get on up out of here. We getting ready to head over to Mizzle's channel right now over on Discord to watch us the season finale of the Joseline Cabaret, as well as the first episode to the Bad Boys Club. Make sure that you are following his Discord, his Twitter, his IG, as well as subscribe to his YouTube channel, as well as baby sis Miss Alky Queen. Make sure you are following her on IG, her YouTube, to watch her reviews that she does on some of the bomb ass alcohol that she be trying, as well as her TikTok videos. And make sure you are following your girl, okay, on my Twitter and my IG, as well as like, comment, subscribing, sharing my videos. And if you feel so inclined, there is a Cash App. We sure enough appreciate you. Okay. Y'all could have been doing anything else on a Sunday night. And like always, y'all come here, y'all kick it with us. I appreciate y'all for that so very much. If you need the link to Mizzle's Discord, there it is right there. Shout out to Renee P. Renee be holding it down, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. How much time you need, Mizzle, before we head over there?
Give me 10 minutes.
He said about 10 minutes, and we finna go watch us some hoes. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we will see y'all next week, Sunday. Real Queens, Real Talk with a gentleman's perspective, y'all. We'll see y'all later. Peace out. Bye.
All right, now it's time to get up. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
Thanks for coming.
Good night, guys.
Thanks for
We'll see y'all next Sunday.
Love you.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bye. Love everyone. Bye.
Good night, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next
Love y'all.
See you, Mizzo. See you.
I'll come on.